My struggle is over.
Avatar of light and shadow, a new strength born out of compromise. Ride! Majesty Lord Blaster! Welcome back, everyone. My name is Steven Rodriguez. I'm your true champion, and today we are talking about everyone's favorite deck to hate, Majesty Lord Blaster, also known as MLB. So guys, as you can probably tell by the everything about my background right now, we have some MLB energy today. I'm going to be showing you guys my MLB deck list, as well as discussing what I think makes the deck so busted and why it is saturating our ranked fight meta. I'll also be showing you guys some gameplay with the deck, so that way you can maybe see how I like to play it, or better yet, see some misplays with it every now and then. I am in no way an MLB master, but I will do my best to show you guys the best plays that I can come up with for the deck. If you guys are excited to see this video and want to see more videos like this in the future, please be sure to let me know that by leaving a like on this video, subscribing to the channel, and clicking that bell for notifications, so that way you guys know when my videos go live for you. I think something like 70-ish% of you guys aren't actually subscribed who watch these videos, so just know that I do post videos 3 times a week. All kinds of Cardfight Vanguard and Vanguard Zero content can be found here. If that kind of stuff interests you, just know that subscribing is always an option. Anywho guys, with all that being said, let's go ahead and check out my deck list for Majesty Lord Blaster. Alright guys, here we are in my deck builder. We got that Corrin/Ganslot energy attached to our deck because we want to check heal triggers and we want to be super awesome. So here is the list. Really quickly, I want to talk about something here. This list will look very similar to maybe other lists you've seen of MLB right now, because I feel like the solved version or the consistent version of MLB has already been figured out, and there's very little innovation to be done in that deck. And personally speaking, as a deck builder, that is kind of boring. So I did my best to put some kind of splash in here, but really the only thing I could have brought myself to add in here was a Soul Saver Dragon instead of a King of Knights Alfred, because I wanted to have some extra late game aggression against Kaguro, despite maybe not having boosters. That is the only card that I have in here that I can say is special and cool and worth talking about. Everything else is super standard, super standard, super similar, because it just works. There's no reason to change these things. 4 Palamedes, 4 MLB, 4 Ganslot, works. 4 Blaster Dark, 4 Blaster Blade, 3 Bedivere, and 2 Star Call. It works. The deck won't see any real innovation or real differences until we get the nerfs for Wingull Brave in the future. So until the nerfs for Wingull Brave come out, there really is no reason to change this kind of core of the deck. It is the most consistent way to play it, I promise you. It is so powerful. But really quickly, because you guys want to hear me talk about some of these cards, let me explain some things here about MLB as to what makes this card so powerful. So, for those who don't know, his skill is really simple. He has 2 Vanguard skills. If Blaster Blade and Blaster Dark are in the soul, you get power plus 2k. That's at all times, so he's like a pseudo kind of cross-right. He's 12k instead of 13k though. And then his other effect is when this unit attacks, put a Blaster Blade and a Blaster Dark from your soul, from your field into your soul. This unit gets plus 10k power until end of that turn or end of that battle, and it also makes his original critical become 2. So while the 10k power may be temporary, the 2 criticals actually permanent. So once you put both of them in the soul, he has 2 critical forever, and once they leave the soul, he actually keeps the critical still. He only loses the 2000 power. So like if you soul blast using Soul Saver Dragon, he actually keeps the critical. He just loses the 2k power, which honestly isn't that big of a deal unless you're fighting against another MLB. Moving on, we already know what Blaster Blade does. Retire rear guard, counter blast 2. We have Blaster Dark on ride, same thing, but he can retire any rear guard. Some other new things that maybe you guys don't know. Bedivere's a 12k attacker. Star Call calls any blaster. Grade 2 or less. And non-efficient case, a 10k attacker. Really, guys, this deck isn't that hard. You play your Gojo clone in Lian, so that way you can dig for your pieces, because at your heart you are a combo deck. And then you play 4 Marin because you want to hit 21k columns with Palamedes, as well as hit good numbers with Bedivere and your 9Ks against the cross-ride or pseudo-cross-ride decks like MLB Mirrors, or even against Dope. But other than that, guys, really there's nothing much else I can talk about this deck. It's pretty simple, pretty standard. What makes this deck so powerful though, and the thing that I want to bring up to you guys, is basically like this little thought experiment. Like, you guys remember how good Perfect Razor was back in Season 2 or Season 3 for this game? Well, imagine Perfect Razor, but make it easier to achieve Perfect Razor skill, and give you the power to retire front or rear guards. And that's what MLB actually is. So if you guys were ever wondering why this deck is so popular, That's why. It's basically a perfected version of Perfect Razor, which is pretty funny to think about. Perfect Razor becoming more perfect. My big stance on the whole thing of like, is MLB a problem? Should it be nerfed? Is the answer is yes. But not because I think the deck is overpowered. I in no way think this deck is any stronger than, say, DOT or PBO. It just is more consistent and is more aggressive, right? It's a different kind of deck, you know? However, I will say in terms of a ranked system like Vanguard Zero is, this deck is insanely busted because it's really consistent, really fast, and just wins games like crazy. So anyone who uses this deck versus anyone that uses, say, DOT, who can win any game but takes forever sometimes, is actually at a huge disadvantage if they want to grind to higher ranks and stuff, because this deck can just win games way faster than DOT or even PBO sometimes. So I find that if you want to justify the nerfs as a way to improve the rank format, that makes a lot of sense. However, if you want to say that the nerfs make MLB worse, I don't agree with that, because the nerf of Wingull Brave only nerfs Wingull Brave. It does not in any way make MLB any less strong. It just makes it less consistent, which will then make it less appealing to people. A thing that I've learned over my years of playing Cardfight Vanguard is that people are extremely finicky and kind of hate to change the way they play their decks. And so when Bushiroad or a company just makes this rule that changes the way you have to build your deck, it'll de-incentivize people to play it. The adapted version plays like Libregal, extra star calls, no Bedivere, stuff like that. And people will hate doing that, so they just won't play the deck in the future. And that will de-incentivize them to play MLB, thus it will incentivize them to play other decks, like the new Limit Break decks that come out. So really, the truth behind the nerfs, in my opinion, is to make other decks popular and make MLB less popular, not to make MLB less powerful. So in the future, if you ever see me talk about MLB during Limit Break meta, once we have the nerfs here in Global, hopefully, I will always say that it is a top tier deck still, because it'll be just as strong. It just won't be as popular, thus it won't be around as much. All right, guys, hopefully me and my soapbox there made a little bit of sense to you guys. With all that being said about MLB, let's go ahead and take it on the ranked games so I can show you guys some gameplay with the deck, and you can see firsthand just how stupid it can be. All right, guys, here we are for game 1, and we're fighting against Kaguro. Ooh, please be a DOT player so I can show off the DOT versus MLB matchup. I love that matchup. Oh, DOT sleeve. It's a very good sign. Okay, let's go. You can go back. I like to put back Star Calls as early as possible. I want to hang on to the second Blaster Dark so I can ride it and then have the other Blaster Blade. So yeah, please give me another grade 1. Oh no, give me another grade 1. I'm going second, please. I don't want to ride my only PG in my hand, because I will say one thing. The only bad thing about MLB, guys, the only like bad things, I never draw PGs. I never see PGs. So whenever I have a hand like that, I just dump my board and go, you die or else I die. You know, like that's the mentality sometimes, because you just don't draw defensive cards sometimes, and that can be really scary. So you have to play kind of super aggressive sometimes. And I'm not the biggest aggressive player in the world. Well, okay, you know what? I'm okay with riding PGs if I have 3 in my hand. So I guess the game was like, here you go, Steven. This will make up for what I did earlier for no other grade 1s. I'm actually gonna not give him the Conroe. Actually, is there a reason to? No, I want damage. I thought about it for a second. I'm like, no, damage is smarter here. Damage is always smarter here, because what am I gonna do? What do I care about Conroe? He's gonna get a PG or an arrow to his hand, whatever. I'll get it out of his hand using MLB. I'm gonna give him a damage eventually. I cannot get rid of the Conroe. There's no reason to play around Conroe unless you have a way to actually get rid of Conroe, which this deck does not. Besides, but it has Blaster Dark, but he's running Strike in here, so he's just not gonna attack us, right? He's gonna pass his turn now. By the way, guys, if you've ever wondered why Strike-In's a really good counter to MLB, this is why. It's not because you get an extra crit. It's not. The reason why is that you lose literally nothing by not attacking, because you weren't going to be able to attack anyway. So that's what makes Strike-In so good. It isn't that it counters the deck, it's that it allows you to play in a way that counters the deck. Hopefully that makes sense. Like, Strike-In isn't busted, but the way you play with Strike-In is what's busted against MLB. Fun fact, that's like the real reason why Strike-In's good against MLB, not because that crit is just so nice. It really does nothing for you, other than just give you the damage that you missed out on. I don't want to ride Blaster Dark here for no reason. I don't want to ride Star Call, but Bedivere seems more impactful late game than a second Blaster Dark, so I'm actually going to ride the Blaster Dark, because all these other cards can be more important, because I have no Blaster Blade in my hand, therefore I need to hang on to the Star Call. And I want Bedivere because I don't have any boosters in my hand, so we need to do that. Good draw, Trigger. Can I see a Blaster Blade with this? Oh my god, my Psyqualia is on fire today, boys. My Psyqualia is on fire today. Just like my Blaster Dark background, I'm on fire. Just like my Blaster Blade background, I have Cyqualia. Yo, by the way, big shout out to Famous Zeno in my Discord server for making this awesome background for me. I love it, and it was just in time for the MLB video, so thank you, bro. I appreciate you. Let me know what you guys think of it down in the comments below. Oh my god, the sexy Kai fight skin. I just got my fight skin too for from the White Day event, so I'm super happy to use that for my dope deck. I think he looks so good. Also, we got a true Kaguro lad right here. He's got the SP dope too. Super nice. I feel like this SP could have been, I don't know, more cool. Compared to like, I think the Blaster Blade SP, like that one, like the one that's right behind me, like that one's way cooler than this one. Like this one just seems so minimal to me in terms of an SP, but it's okay. I am taking a lot of damage right now. Oh, and he gets a heal trigger. That's a 4 damage swing for my opponent. That's huge. Huge, huge, huge. But watch me get a heal trigger right here. It's like, why are you working? Lag. Who's it? Am I lagging or is he lagging? I think it was me. It's okay. Ah, I see. The game was like, I must load SP. My SP Bedivere. Another Blaster Dark. Hot. Okay, cool. I'm going to go ahead and ride Majesty Lord Blaster. So this will be a really cool turn. I get to use Majesty Lord Blaster's effect, / also retire the rear guard, which normally I don't get to do that part. Is that actually worth it? It's actually not. I'd rather hang on to the counter blast, that way I can use Star Pulse effects next turn, so I'm going to do that actually. Actually, no, it does matter, because otherwise I won't be able to hit him with Bedivere, which I want to. Never mind. It is fine. It is fine. Yeah. Never mind. It does matter, so that way I can hit him with Bedivere. Yeah. And I still get to use this to search for the Blaster Blade, so it's fine. Cool. My first instinct's always correct. Note to self. First instinct with this deck, always correct. I love that animation so much. A heal trigger there would have been like game-changing for me. No, not for him. Cyqualia is my Cyqualia is working in reverse. My Cyqualia is working in reverse. I will Wing All Brave here and add a Blaster Blade to my hand just to thin my deck. Also, just put more cards in my hand. Huh, this is awkward. I almost never see more Blaster Darks. I always see all my Blaster Blades first and then my Blaster Darks. But seeing all my Blaster Darks first is a pleasant surprise. A cool thing too that I want to mention is that you almost never use MLB's effect twice. You only really ever use it once. However, I have been known to use it twice to kind of get over defensive triggers potentially if I'm trying to go for game, like late game, like end of game, like playing around every possible scenario for my opponent to win. But here comes the double intercept turns. I will be pushed to 5 damage this turn potentially, so I will be able to use the value of Blaster Blade to clear his front row. Just give me a booster. Give me any kind of booster or a card that can attack by itself, really, like Palamedes or something, and that'd be super awesome. Because this is a big problem. I don't know what it is about me and Kaguro, but I just never draw boosters, man. I either never draw them or they just get retired, and I don't draw anymore. So, like, it's just weird. And oh my gosh, my opponent is triggering like it's his job. How many triggers is that? 8? Only 6. He's checked every single one of them. All 6 of these, like, he only rode one of them, so he's checked 5 triggers this game. I've checked 3. Where are my triggers? There's one. Cool. And a booster. Yay! Yay! Perfection. And now I can double intercept plus potentially heal this turn. A heal this turn would be legendary. Alrighty, we're gonna go ahead and right skip. I'm gonna go ahead and call Blaster Blade, retiring the Dragon Knight in the Hollow. I'm gonna this is an interesting turn of events here. I only have 1 booster. I think the best play, honestly, guys, is to bank on the trigger. No. I swing Vanguard first anyway. Like, if he has the PG, I force it out first before I try and get finicky and try and go for game damage. Yeah, no, we're not going to try and bank on a trigger this early. There's no reason to. I can just swing first, force at the PG. If he has it, I can push him to 4 damage using Blaster Dark. It makes more sense this way. So, unless he can retire both these intercepts, we're not losing. So if he has a Dragonic Overlord in his hand, I just lose the game, I think, which is very scary. So this is a really good example of how Kaguro can just beat you, because like Kaguro can just beat you because it's hard for you to pressure them fast enough to where their ability to get rid of your stuff makes it hard for you to like survive. So like, and also my intercepts do not matter ever. And in a deck that has like no defense, when your opponent can aggress you even a little bit, and can force it to where you don't have a way to protect yourself from damage like intercepts, it becomes really hard. So that means there's no Overlord. So we're fine. Yeah, so we're not going to die this turn, but next turn we are dead. So we need to try and push for game as much as we can next turn. But with double intercept on his board, it's going to be really hard. I have no more Blaster Blades, no more Counter Blast. This is going to be a tough game if I don't start seeing any heal triggers. I will say, though, having double intercept in my hand this turn is nice, because I'll be able to, if I get a booster, kill his Berserk Dragon, kill his interceptors, and force another PG out. And if he doesn't get 3 attacks that can hit my Vanguard, one of them being unboosted, I won't die. It's a pretty cool thing. If I get a heal trigger, I won't die, right? So, you know, lots of things can still go our way. We still have plenty of hope here. That's perfect, actually. Guarantees yourself to have enough attacks to push out another PG or even win the game. I've seen, what, 2 PGs, 3 PGs? Okay, 2. I could have sworn I saw him drive check 1, but maybe I'm mistaken. It's okay, though. If we get the heal here, I think we're in good shape. If we get the heal, if we get the heal, I think we're in really good shape. Despite, you know, being at 5 damage, 1 card, and in hand, only 2 intercepts. But you know, here we are. The world is a Majesty and Gancelot. Oh, we did it! Psychwalia, you're working. I love that. We love that. Okay, cool. And PG for you. He has his PG, but that's probably his last one in his hand. So I think next turn we could easily win the game if he does not kill us this turn, which I think without Dote or without a Berserk Dragon is impossible. I think without either of those cards, it's impossible to win. Let's see how many. So there's that. That's not going to do it, Chief. And that's definitely not it, Chief. So I think we're good, team. He's not playing crits, right? He's digging for, I don't know, Berserk Dragon, maybe? Did he get the Berserk Dragon? Did he? Oh, I could have rode. Oh man, if he would have rode that, that would have been probably GG. Well, actually, no. Would it have been? He would have needed a rear guard that can hit me, which I could get a defensive trigger, which would have made that hard. But the drawing of this is a big old heartbreaker, and it's his heal trigger too. Super heartbreaker. Good draw trigger, but guys, we get another turn. He has 2 cards in his hand. If one of them, if they're not PGs, I win. If only one of them's a PG, depending on what I top deck here, I could still win if I get like a good attacker, like a Palamedes or something. Give me a draw trigger into a Palamedes and a AK. Oh my god. Oh my god. Psychwalia. Psychwalia. That works too. Just give me a booster. That works too. Just give me a booster. Give me a booster. Come on. Give me a booster. 2 intercepts are fine as well. I want to say this is the same thing. What sucks is that none of these things hit unboosted. If this was just Palamedes and I could call the 16k column here, I would have won the game, I think, which would have been super cool. But I can't play around his. So I think what I do this turn is I swing like this. If he reveals the PG, I attack his rear guards. That's what I do. PG, he has 4th PG, man. Nice. My connection's unstable. No! Worst time ever! Worst time ever! Blue stacks! No, not like this! Not like this! No, come on! It's, oh my god, does he have it? I don't know. Does he have it? Okay, he did. He did. The animation was too much. The animation was too much, boys and girls. The animation was too much. I can't even attack his other rear guard, but I will attack. This one can't hit me. And this one just and this one can be boosted by anything. Oh my god, what's the thing we hit? I think we hit this one. Right? Because this would require 2 things to, but like he just needs to attack one of the rear guards. I think it's that one, because if I kill this, Bar just swings at the Star Call anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Alright, boys and girls, it comes down to this. Can I get a 6 damage heal? Jesus, this game is so difficult. But yeah, Kaguro was by far your worst matchup, but not by much. Like, had I just gotten a booster there that could boost my Blaster Blade hit, I could have swung Vanguard, and then won the game if he didn't get a defensive, right? You know what I mean? Like, I had a way to win there. It just was like, my lack of resources was really hurting. So you can see how, like, this matchup can hurt. You would make it hard for you to win, but it's still just, like, awkward. You know, like, I could have easily won having had 1 card. Oh my god. Do you think that was a 6 damage heal? Well, actually, it wouldn't have been a 6 damage heal, but it would have been a defensive trigger, which would have been annoying for me to deal with. Also, he has drawn no dotes this game, and I feel kind of bad. I've been there. I've been there, homie. I was gonna say he just misplayed. So I actually have a really good chance to see this Gancelot right now. So my Psychwalia, don't let me down. But here comes a Gancelot, boys and girls. Who is ready for a Gancelot? Who is ready to see a Gancelot? Are you ready? Are you ready? Not the sleeve, boys. The actual the actual card. You ready for that? Are you? I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Not today. Not today. Solitary Night Cancel-Lot. Not. Oh, there's the booster that I needed. Oh, the flaunt. Oh, man. Hey, guys, this goes to show you MLB is not unbeatable, but it has a chance. MLB is one of those decks, man. Like, it can just win the game sometimes, but it can also lose. It can totally lose. All right, guys, that was it for game 1. Let's go ahead and move on to game 2. All right, guys, here we are for game 2, fighting against, Nova Grapplers, dude. Grinding for perfect razors. All right, dude, let's see it. Let's see what you got, bro. Let's see if you deserve those, Infinity. Let's see. I don't think I've done this matchup yet. Please be perfect razor so we can have, like, the perfect razor be perfect razor matchup. I'm going to call MLB that from now on. Perfect razor. That's what I'm going to call it. Because it basically is. Like, it's a perfected version of that deck, which is so funny. There's Battle Razor. Okay, let's see what this guy's got. I want to see what this guy's cooking with over there. Watch him be like Beast Deities, and I'm like, hot. Because like, I want to build Beast Deities so bad, but I didn't pull any Azure Dragon, which makes me so sad, because I want to build that deck really badly, but I'll get there eventually. All right, a real player. Let's do this, homie. Let's see what you got. He's writing Tough Boy, though, which is really interesting. So that leads me to believe he's not playing Perfect Razor, because I don't think you play that anymore in that deck at all. But, you know, you never know. Do I want to be more aggressive against him? I might want to. I think I do want to be aggressive against him. Like, I don't see a reason not to be. So next turn, I think I'm going to be a bit of aggressive if I get a Blaster grade 2. But right now, I have 0 Blasters in my hand besides Majesty Lord Blaster. So this could be a pretty tough game if my opponent doesn't give us damage this turn. Well, even if he does, I can't use Wingull Brave Skill now that I think about it. So I actually just don't think it matters what he does. Unless I get a Blaster next turn, which would be great because then I can be aggressive towards him. Kirara, okay, makes sense. Makes sense. There's Brutal Jack. All right. Brutal, bro. Brutal Jack. Dude, one of the coolest names ever. I loved the V rework for Brutal Jack. Did we ever get a V version of Magician Girl Kirara? Chat, let me know. Chat. Let me know in the comments, you guys, if we ever got a V version of Kirara. I don't think we did. Wonder what it would do. Probably draw cards still. I doubt they would change that about her. But being able to draw cards in Novas is pretty busted, so never mind, maybe not. If only Jack wasn't already an 18k column. Ha! Damage is scary. You know what? I love this guy's mentality. You know what? If I'm gonna give him 1 damage, I may as well give him 2. Oh, never mind. Ooh, Lancelot was like, yeet. Never mind, Chief. Oh, that's hilarious. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You thought, didn't you? You thought. It's my turn now. Okay, I was gonna say, like, it's my turn, homie. I have been known to forget to press the turn in button though, so maybe he just forgot to press it. And Blaster Blade. Oh, just as, you know what? Just as good. Because guess what I get to do now? I get to add another Blast Dark to my hand, basically. Is this worth it actually to do? I think it is, because I want to get rid of his rear guards. Better get rid of them now than later, right? Watch me heal again. Wouldn't that just be so savage? Play your board and heal again. What'd you do last turn? Nothing. Take it. Blaster Blade. Oh my god, I'm a second dude. Psyqualia. Guys, all right, type in the comments down below. Psyqualia. Capital P, capital S, capital Y, and then Qualia. Psyqualia. Please and thank you, because that I've called so many things today. Oh my goodness, it's crazy. Guys, did you ever get that? We're just like calling things all the time in Vanguard. I don't know, maybe it's just me. I've been playing this game for years. It just feels like things aren't actually that random once you play enough games. Like, things just happen, and you're like, I know what's about to happen right now. Oh my god, that was so cool. Draw Blaster Blade, and it did. Oh my god, that's so crazy. Gold Root Tile. All right, dude. Yo, keep this deck alive, man. This is one of the best decks to ladder with if you are a free-to-play player right off the bat. I respect this deck. I stand by anyone who wants to still play it. Good thing I didn't give him 2 Counterblasts, too. In hindsight. Oh my god, I am just savaging. I feel so bad. I feel so bad. He attacked my rear. Oh, well, he's using Death Metal Droids. Yeah, I was gonna say, what did he just misplay? I forgot about Death Metal Droid. He's fine. He's fine. He's living La Vida Loca. He is living La Vida Loca. But letting me keep my booster, though? I don't know about that one, Chief. Because now I can have a 20k column against him. I don't think I will. I'd rather maximize my intercepts this turn. I mean, but I won't be able to attack with any of my rear guards that aren't boosted. I mean, it's the same thing. Just next turn I can have intercepts. So I'm just gonna do this. Do I want to use Blaster Blade's effect? I kind of do. Yeah, I'll get rid of this. I think I'm gonna swing like this. Cause I want to use Bedivere to attack Lion Heat and just clear out his rear guards to get rid of any aggression on his end next turn. Just that way I can like maximize my ability to win. Oh my god. I think I've checked all my triggers except for the ones that I've drawn. 3 triggers. So I've seen 7. I've seen 9 triggers this game. I've checked 6 of them. That's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. You're 24, right? Yeah. No. It's on swing, right? Nope. During your turn. So you're 24. Boom. Attack that. So he is playing some Perfect Razors. He probably doesn't have that many though, but that's why he's grinding so that way he can get his like last couple that he needs. Still though, pretty solid. I think P-Razor versus MLB is interesting because like you have less resources to like push for damage in P-Razor, but you're stronger. Like you attack for harder. So like you can attack more times. Plus you draw more cards. Like you just hard draw more cards in Perfect Razor, so you can dig for more PGs than I can. That's another big thing. I think I've said this already, but MLB's like biggest weakness is its defense. Like it cannot like survive aggression that long. So especially like if I'm being forced to constantly expunge cards every single turn, I'm not going to be able to keep up a good defense. The more damage that I take. So it's definitely interesting to see how like that matchup might shape out because Perfect Razor is designed to get the combo and then replenish itself afterwards. But if you just get your combo minimally and then replenish yourself every single turn and get some PGs out of that, I could easily see P-Razor winning more times than MLB does in the matchup for sure. 100%. See, look right here, like I can't win the game this turn if he has a PG in his hand. I just can't. I just can't do it. And then he can easily kill me next turn if he gets an Ashura Kaiser to updecker ride. And that's no bueno. Oh, the heal trigger. Never mind. We are officially back in the game. Forget everything I said. This deck is officially better than Perfect Razor in every sense of the word. One trigger changes the whole game. Oh my goodness. By the way, another really cool thing that I didn't mention about MLB, which only people who stayed all the way to this part of the video get, is a really cool thing about it that I believe is really powerful, is that its ability to control the tempo of any game is so strong. So for example, there I could have easily just, pushed him to 5, but I chose to instead get rid of his rear guard because now it forces more out of him to try and kill me this turn, because I know no matter what I can kill him next turn regardless of if he's at 3 or 4 damage. So I don't care if he heals this turn. Him being at 5-2 makes no difference to me as well. He'll die no matter what. So maximizing my ability to take as little damage as possible is going to be really good for me, because the more turns I get means the more likely he's going to lose anyway. So me being able to control the tempo of the game and decide, hey, you're not going to get any more damage is like my decision. And in a deck with an inherent crit and the way Vanguard Zero works, you can just do that. Because once he runs out of PGs, he's at the mercy of my crits, which is pretty awesome. Excuse me. Right skip. Let's go ahead and call this Palamedes. Let's go ahead and call this. Let's go ahead and go Yeet. I'm going to choose to attack with Palamedes first here. Actually, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. I lied. I'm going to go like this. Yeah, that doesn't have it. It doesn't have it, right? He does have it. Wow, nice. That's, I think, his 3rd PG. No, well, it is his 3rd if you consider the one that's on the bottom of the deck. So he only has 1 left maximum. Let's see if he gets it next turn. Let's see if he gets it next turn. He has whatever he top decks to try and kill me, and right now his Vanguard can't even hit my Vanguard unboosted. So I think we're looking good there, Chiefs. Let's see what he's got here, though. You never know. 1 card can easily change the scope of an entire game. Watch him draw his last PG, and he's like, oh man, I can't commit anything to board now. This is a tough boy. Pretty close. Grade 1. Pretty close. What? Misplay. Why would you not just attack your Vanguard into your rear? Oh, because he plays stand triggers. That's why. Okay, I see. So he wants to hit a stand trigger, get the power to root towel, stand the dude, and then stand him up again. I guess, is that better than just attacking rear guard into the Vanguard into rear guard? I don't know. You let me know in the comments, but I don't think that was any better, but it's okay. I call Palmades, and then we're just gonna go ahead and swing with MLB at the face and wrap this game up. So that was a good example of where MLB was in control of the game the entire time. I control the tempo, I control the aggression. When you're playing against Kaguro, it feels like MLB is always on the back foot, always playing like reactionary, and that's not the way it's designed. It's not designed to play catch up. It's designed to get ahead and stay ahead. That's the whole point of the deck. It is not designed to play catch up. It has no real hard way to plus. It just has a way to be pressuring and be consistent. So that's a really interesting way. So I think both these games showed the strong points of MLB, but also the weak points of MLB as well. So thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you have any questions for me, don't be afraid to leave them down in the comments below. Or better yet, hop into my Twitch channel. I go live every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. I do all kinds of Cardfight Vanguard Zero content over there, and I would love to see you guys in there and talk with you more about this game that I love so much. But that will be it for me today. Please keep the comments complaining about MLB to a minimum. But as always, you guys, I've been your true champion, Steven. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please be sure to work hard, rest easy, live well, stay safe, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace!